Thank you for that kind introduction. I'd like to thank you all for inviting me here today to speak. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart. I've been speaking about mental health for quite a while now, and in the African American community, it's something that we don't have too many advocates for. There's not too many people who serve as a voice of mental health in our community, so it's very important for me to have this opportunity today. So I want to thank you all for inviting me, especially Ms. Mondone. Thank you all. Thank you all for attending today. Yeah, what are you doing? You want to join the Army? And I'm her oldest child, and I'm her only son. So it just crushed her. And so we prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. And in the inner city, I said, Mom, there's nothing here but drugs, gangs, this community that I don't want to be in anymore. And I heard a loud crack. And I fell to the ground and I blacked out. 20 years old, I was laid up in the hospital. I had lost 80 pounds. And I had just lost my best friend, and I felt like I did something wrong. And after getting injured, I was shot in my femoral artery. It took 2 blood transfusions, 14 surgeries, and 3 months in the hospital to put my leg back together. I was having nightmares, PTSD of this injury. Every loud crack or snap, anything that I heard, it was as if I was being shot all over again. All the pain. I couldn't walk for 3 months. I was on crutches for 2 years. I was on so many different painkillers, medications, but I lost a friend to an accidental overdose. I alienated everyone around me. I couldn't hold a steady job. I couldn't have any type of close family relationships because not only was I hurt from my physical injuries, but mentally the Army was the only thing that I ever wanted to do, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I literally would drown my sorrows every weekend in one of these big cups called a fishbowl. And even my friends back home, they didn't know what to do because we don't talk about mental health where I'm from. We don't talk about it in our community that much either. So I couldn't go to one of my friends and say, hey man, I'm hurting right now. All I wanted to do was join the Army and have a 20-year career, and I'm right back in this hellhole that I left in 2005. How I started speaking professionally was actually somebody in group therapy said, well, David, you do such a good job of telling your story. You should try to tell it in front of people. And that actually became my therapy. Getting in front of people, telling them about my story, which in turn, it helps them tell their story.